All right, all right, all right. Know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Y'all already know, bro. These crypto shows, bro, we ain't really with the pettiness here. Cause we talking about generational wealth. Unless some of you gonna trick it off. You know what I'm saying? Don Alito says, I came for the pods, but more so for the crypto. Hey, bro, I appreciate you. Now, real quick, real quick, real quick. We got to do this for the beginners because we got some people here that may be new to this. And so I'm gonna get you caught up to speed, and then we're gonna just talk about some stuff I got planned for you guys, some of the latest news and stuff like that. So we're gonna play this for you guys, and then we're gonna keep this show moving here. Okay, so here we go. Let me boot this up for you. All right, here we go.
But we rarely appreciate its power and its flaws. It's a tool that has been at the center of human progress. And as we build bigger and tackle complex problems, we're going to need the best tools available.
We have a global economy. We're going to need a global digital currency.
Cryptocurrency is going to be a great democratizing force for the world because it's going to level the playing field and allow anybody with a cell phone to access financial services.
This is going to transform how we think about a real global economy. I think in order to understand its importance, we first have to define what currency means. What currency does is it actually allows us to agree upon the value of something. It's almost like a communication tool.
There are different ways of coordinating human beings. One way that you can do that is with money. You can incentivize people to try to work on the same thing at the same time.
We started off building simple systems like a bridge crossing a river to very amazing things like rocket ships. We went from interacting with our neighbors to now transacting with each other around the world. And we want to make sure that people can move money freely. And our current financial system just doesn't enable that.
So the current systems are very centralized. And so we have big banks and big governments. There's a lot of middlemen who make things incredibly inefficient.
When you talk about the problems of the existing financial system, you can go to a situation like Venezuela where money is being printed and folks' savings are basically being destroyed.
The value of their wealth has been completely eroded. I think a lot of us in the United States sort of take this idea for granted that if someone gives us money, it'll be in our bank account and it's not going to disappear or be taken away from us. And that's really a luxury that many people in the world don't have at all. There are about 1.8 billion people in the world today who have a cell phone but don't have access to any financial services. What's really powerful about cryptocurrency is that it lets anybody, if you just have a smartphone and internet connection, participate in the global economy.
What cryptocurrency does is takes the stability that we have and gives it to the rest of the world.
If I have a dollar bill, I can hand that directly to somebody else. There was no bank in the middle there. With digital currency and blockchain, it's actually more similar to cash, yet again, where I can send something directly to somebody else, and I don't necessarily have to go through middlemen like a bank or a credit card company.
We can go back to how we normally transacted, which is directly with each other without all these giant central parties in between.
When computer scientists talk about the concept of so-called decentralization, what they mean is to avoid this idea of a single point of failure.
A single point of failure like we have with institutions.
If you have a single bank and that bank has all your money and then that bank fails, well, everyone's out of money. Whereas if you have lots of different individual nodes, hard drives and phones and so on that have some money, well, they're probably not all going to fail at the same time.
So you no longer need the middleman to keep track of an internal ledger. All these computers are writing everything down for you. That network effect makes it unbreakable.
So technology makes us richer and wealthier because you need less time or less money or less effort to get something done.
Right now, when people think of crypto, I think they think of investment. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of talk of prices and how much money has been raised. But it's really important to see past that.
It'll shift to people actually using cryptocurrency to buy goods and services and transact in the economy.
That's not just send money back and forth. That means employ each other or fund each other.
A more global economy is important because there is talent everywhere, but opportunity is not evenly distributed.
In a world where this technology is fully adopted, it won't matter what country you're born in. All that will matter is that you have a mobile phone and internet connection, and you have skills and knowledge to learn, and you can contribute to the global economy. You can benefit from the world, and the world can benefit from you.
Think about what kind of economy we could have if we had a global currency that we were all responsible for and all invested in. It opens up opportunity for everybody.
Just being able to trust that if I do good work in the world and someone compensates me for it, I will be able to keep that wealth. That's such a powerful idea that it actually encourages people to try to do more good things in the world.
If you've got lots of people who are invested in each other's success, literally, they're invested in each other's success at a broader level.
I think cryptocurrencies are going to be as impactful to humanity as the internet has been.
Digital currency and blockchain can bind us in ways that we wouldn't be bound before.
Okay. I think that makes a lot of sense. And shout out to Coinbase for doing that. Okay. Now, it's a beautiful day in crypto land when Bitcoin is at 51,000. Okay. We're at 51,743 bucks right now with a 40% dominance rate and a $2.3 trillion market cap. That's great. Right. Eventually, though, we want those funds to go to altcoins. Ethereum is at $3,940.09. ADA is holding strong at $291. Amid a lot of FUD news, but ADA is doing great. BNB, Binance Coin, is at $501.81, remaining strong. XRP, woo, that's my chick. Shout out to XRP at $1.32. Dogecoin has gone up in the last couple hours to 31 cents. Solana is still a monster, about to, retest that all-time high of 150.13 at 141.88. DOT, amazing. DOT is doing really, really good. Really good. At $34.17. And of course, Everything is green for the most part. The market is looking very bullish. Matic is at $1.65, doing very strong. V Chain at 15 cents. Is it time for V Chain to break out, guys? Let's hope so. Theta's still around $8 since this morning. Like, Theta hasn't really done much. I mean, yeah, it's gone up in the last 24 hours, but really facing a lot of resistance here at this point. Let's keep going. And Shiba Inu is still at like a bunch of zeros, 7.4. So, we'll see. I mean, Shiba, there was news that Shiba got listed on Weibo. So we just need some more. We need Shiba, like I said, to be placed in more exchanges, make it more easier to buy. I mean, I know it's on crypto.com and things like that. Algorand is at $1.31. That's not bad. BitTorrent is, still doing pretty decent. That might be a sleeper coin. HBAR at 30 cents. I've been telling you guys about HBAR since it was a penny. That's facts. AMP is at 5 cents. Okay. So for the most part, the market is green. Zilliqa at 13 cents. Once again, a sleeper coin. So overall, the market is green for the most part. Yeah, you got some red here in the last hour or so, but overall, the fact that we've been able to get past that 50,000, which has been a psychological barrier in the market, is amazing. Being at 51,000, and now that the Asian markets are waking up, who knows? Maybe we can get it to 52. Maybe we'll wake up and it'll be at 53 tomorrow, right? So this is good. This is very healthy, very bullish. This is definitely good. Let's get into some news. Okay, so a Bloomberg senior strategist calls Bitcoin a global reserve asset on the path to 100K. Now, I wonder what you guys think, where Bitcoin is going to go to by the end of the year, beginning of next year. I said, what did I say at the beginning? I was conservative, hoping it would go to 100 to 150. And then I got a little bullish when I was dating a girl who's been in crypto since 2012 at the beginning of the year. And she's like, no, it's going to go to 220. So she said it and I rode with it. But, there's been a lot of manipulation, obviously, in the market. And we know that, okay? That's not a secret. Anybody who's familiar with the markets and how everything was moving on the up and up in April and May, and then all of a sudden it just slammed the brakes, out of nowhere. We didn't really get that summer bull run that we got in 2017. I don't think we didn't really get it, right? Because in 2017, if you remember, we had a summer bull run and then we had a sharp correction, and we didn't really get it this year like that. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I know for a lot of people it was a frustrating thing, but if you were in a position to fill up your bags and you did fill up your bags, then it's dope, because that's what I did, right? And by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm simply telling you what I did. Okay, so Bloomberg senior commodity strategist Mike McGlone has doubled down on call for six-figure BTC, arguing that the firstborn cryptocurrency is well on its way to becoming a global reserve asset that complements the United States dollar. The September edition of Bloomberg's Crypto Outlook called 100,000 BTC and 5,000 Ether. Now, me personally, it would shock me if ETH isn't at 15,000 by the end of the year. I'm hoping anywhere from 15 to 20. I think that 15,000 even is very conservative. I don't know what you guys think in the chat. Crypto assets appear in a revived and refreshed bull market with the 2H benefit of a steep discount from previous highs at the start, wrote McGlone, referring to the second half of 2021. He says portfolios lacking in BTC or ETH exposure are naked, as evidenced by the relative underperformance of gold and government bonds. Okay? Portfolios of some combination of gold and bonds appear increasingly naked without some Bitcoin and Ethereum joining the mix. A macro risk of decline is a primary threat for the crypto bull market. I think gold and silver are going to do very well. I really think that gold and silver is going to do very well. I don't really talk about gold and silver a lot on my channel because honestly, it's not my area of expertise, but I have been paying attention to the gold and silver markets. And I think that if you hodl some gold and silver, I think you're going to be very, very pleased at the end of the year. Now, I'm not going to give you any price predictions for gold or silver, but I think you'll be pleased. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this article that just came out today by Newsroom Post titled Best Cryptocurrencies to Invest in for the Long Term. Now, we're just going to go over their suggestions and then see what I think. Not that it matters what I think, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube who likes to talk about crypto. A few years back, who would have thought that Bitcoin would touch $62,000 mark, and which eventually attracted tons of investors to the market? Well, I was one of the people that's been thinking that, but anyway, let's continue. New Delhi, the year 2021 has been the year of cryptocurrencies. As the crypto market saw a major gain in the first half of the year, the craze for the coins kept on increasing. Big companies like Apple, Google, Tesla, Samsung, Facebook, PayPal have recently included cryptocurrencies in their long-term strategic plans. A few years back, who would have thought that Bitcoin would touch $62,000 mark, which eventually attracted tons of investors to the market? Some of them were lucky to get onto this fun ride, while some are still not able to make their mind. At this moment, the crypto market is in a recovery phase after a huge dump in the past. Bulls are aiming to take full control of the market. So if you're looking to invest in the market for long term, then you should consider these coins before they just shoot up. Okay. And so it's very interesting that they're making this article. Now, usually when you see articles like this, it always has Bitcoin in it, right? Which we can see is the first coin. And let's go into this here. BTC is the world's most famous and largest cryptocurrency. Satoshi Nakamoto, who's still anonymous, created Bitcoin in 2009. It's a decentralized digital currency that can be sent from one to another by using peer-to-peer network without any intermediaries. It has a supply of 21 million maximum coins till now. More than 80 million have already been mined. Okay. BTC is since a lot of people are predicting it to go to 100K, right? You may watch some people that are on the bullish end that'll say it'll go up to 150 to 200K by the end of the year. I don't really see that happening unless there's a bunch of money going in that I don't know about. Because even for it to get to 100K, that's almost a 2x. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's at 51,77.6. Could it go to 150? Possibly. Is it still a good long-term hodl? I'm not going to deny that. But me personally, would I buy Bitcoin right now? No. That's just me personally. I'm looking at Ethereum. Okay? So Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization and the next generation of blockchain technology that has grabbed eyeballs of the investors. ETH is one of the top contenders for the best cryptocurrencies to buy list for the long term. Vitalik Buterin and 7 others created Ethereum in 2014 and is one of the largest platforms for decentralized applications known as dApps. ETH has a bright future and it's expected to continue to shine. I think eventually, and I've said this before in other crypto live streams, if you guys have been paying attention, that ETH will eventually flip Bitcoin. Now, is that going to happen on this cycle? No. Is that even going to happen on next cycle? No. The point is, I don't know. But I think that ETH in this run has really shown a lot of resilience. Even when Bitcoin has been going down, ETH has been remaining steady. And I think the biggest thing is for ETH to be able to take or flip over Bitcoin, meaning taking that number one spot, it just has to continue to do what it does. And I think that ETH is really showing a lot of usage cases with dApps, right? And then, of course, with NFTs. And that's something that I'm going to be talking about more in the future. Because the NFT game is kind of like what the staking game was last year, right? So A lot of people are making a killing in the NFT market. You know what I'm saying? I heard about this 12-year-old. He was making like 300 grand a month off of NFTs. So it's crazy. And we're definitely going to talk about NFTs on this channel more in the future, because that's definitely something I am researching more. Chainlink. Link is among the best coins to invest in this year, as the project still arouses the interest of retail and institutional investors alike. Chainlink expands the capabilities of smart contracts by enabling access to real-world data and off-chain computation while maintaining the security and reliability guarantees inherent to blockchain technology. Now, Chainlink, I like Chainlink. I think it's a very good project. I'm not familiar with the updates. I haven't really heard a lot about Link lately, but Link right now is at 33.31. That's good. And one thing, I guess, that I said before in the past that I want people to start thinking about is to start thinking, instead of just like, what is the price? Start looking at like the long-term usage of a coin, right? And Chainlink is definitely one of those that um, has that potential. So I'm looking at, for me, when I look at coins, I'm looking at future long-term utility. That's just me. I'm looking at utility that can be used in the future in this market. And I think that's very important to look at. I think that's what a lot of people who've been in the markets for a while, that's what they look at, right? Dogecoin. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but hey, I love my Doge. The coin, which was just started as a meme cryptocurrency, has come a long way. 2021 has been a turnaround year for Doge. The coin saw an increase of 15,000%, which makes it one of the hot cryptocurrencies to buy. Dogecoin is the direct source of encouragement from all the altcoins who are still trying to prove their existence in the market. Tesla and SpaceX boss Elon Musk boost has given a huge push to the token. Doge hit a massive rally to touch 74 cents mark in mid-April, which made it surpass Twitter and Ford Motors in market cap. I know a lot of people were looking at me sideways when I kept talking about Doge for the last couple months, but I think that the fact that with the Dogecoin Foundation now, that has Elon Musk, long-term financial advisor on it, Jim Birchall, as well as Vitalik Buterin. And Vitalik, to me, he's an OG in the space. He's a legend, okay? The fact that they're on the foundation, that lets me know that, okay, this is going to be serious. And for those who are not familiar with the Dogecoin Foundation, it's basically a foundation that is overseeing the future of Dogecoin, as well as the adoptability and utility for Dogecoin. Now, there was news that came out a couple days ago where Mark Cuban basically made it an incentive that if you use Dogecoin on the Dallas Mavericks website, you get like $125 gift card or something like that if you spend a certain amount. So there's definitely, you know what? And I don't know this for a fact, but I think, and this is just my hypothesis, I don't have any proof. I'm just telling you what I'm speculating. I think that Mark Cuban and Elon Musk are probably some of the big whales in Dogecoin. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Hex is pumping. Why do why do people keep coming about Hex? I don't know nothing about Hex, man. Wait, where's Hex at, bro? Wait, that's right. Hex is not listed. Oh man, yo. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you Hex guys alone, bro. I'm gonna leave you guys alone, bro. I don't want no smoke with no Hex people. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Hex. I know better. I know how you guys give it up. Okay? So here we are on coinmarketcap.com. I like to use that as well, you know. And if you're not familiar with a coin, like you're like, what is this XRP, right? One thing I like about CoinMarketCap is it's got the white paper, it's got all that. You know, it's got the market cap. I mean, most websites that you're gonna go to where they show the coins, the market caps and such, they're gonna have that. But it also has like a little blurb where you can read about it. If you want to know more, it's got the news, the ratings, and analysis. So it's very, very interesting, right? And I honestly thought that with the SEC situation that XRP is currently facing, that would have been resolved this month, but it seems like it's not being resolved. And last time I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think I heard it this morning that the SEC they were asking the SEC to provide proof or documentation of their employees that are invested into XRP and Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken. And now the SEC is refusing to do so, right? So I'm very interested to know what the latest update is. I mean, I've been following the case somewhat close, and I think it's very, very important that you do so, which reminds me, guys, I actually have another video for you guys that I'm going to play here in just a moment. But yeah, so here's the thing. I think that with anything, right? Because you're still so early in the market, a lot of people have there's so many different coins, right? And I get asked about them all the time. And it's kind of like, I got to be honest, there's like over 10,000 different coins. Like, even if I wanted to study all of them, I'm just one guy. I mean, if I had a team, which is the future on this channel, is to have like a team of different guys where, we can have a guy who does I have a technical analysis dude, but if we have like a full-time team where we can research all these coins and stuff like that on the channel, that would be dope. I think that would be my long-term goal, is to have different guys. But honestly, guys, I'll be honest with you. I think in the future, you're not going to have all these coins. I think it's going to be cut down to about 100 to 300 coins. Because a lot of coins are just not going to make it, But yeah, I mean, if we had a team to just look at that, it would be great. Like Axie Infinity. I didn't even know what that was. That came out of nowhere. Like, and some of you guys may be like, "Oh, I've been knowing about it, Solo. You tripping?" Well, once again, and I say this respectfully, but there's so many different coins, and anybody, it's just hard to keep track. And even if you talk to somebody who's bullish about their coins, everybody has their coins where they have 10 of them, I would say 5 to 10. Those are like your babies, right? And then you may have another 10 that are kind of on the outskirts. Now, some people have more, some people have less. It depends on your financial situation, right? So this coin was doing very, very well in August. And every day I would look and I'm like, what is this coin? And so it's one of those things where, I know some people feel like they missed out on Solana, but I don't think that, if you see a coin just pumping, you shouldn't FOMO in. I mean, that's just like, that's what I would have did in the past, but that's not what, that's not what I do now, knowing what I know now. You know what I'm saying? The Coldest says Axie and Decentraland are the two biggest ones, okay? And Sandbox, okay? So yeah, Axie Infinity is a blockchain-based trading and battling game that is partially owned and operated by its players. To learn more about this project, check out the deep dive of Axie Infinity. Inspired by popular games such as like Pokemon and Tamagotchi, Axie Infinity allows players to collect, breed, race, battle, and trade token-based creatures known as Axies, okay? So imagine like a game that is based using blockchain technologies and tokens. That is dope. And this is, I think that the gaming tokens and whatnot, gaming type blockchains like VR, virtual reality, I think they're going to do very well. I think they're going to do, the Coldest. I think like if you look at like gaming tokens, NFTs and stuff, they're going to do very, very well. Because a lot of people, like if we're talking about adoption, and then what do people like to do? People like to game, right? They like to play video games and things like that. Those type of coins are going to do very, very well. Very well. Because that is something that people already are doing day to day, right? So that's all I got to say. Audius may also do well. It has a huge case with musicians for decentralized streaming. Yeah, you know what? I saw a Tory Lanez made an album as an NFT, and he sold it for like $1, and he made like crazy money. Let me pull up that article, right? And it's amazing because this might be bad for record industries if artists start doing this. Because Tory Lanez sold like 1 million copies of this. And for Tory Lanez, for those who are not familiar with Tory Lanez, he's a musician. He does primarily R&B. Okay. And, you know, some of you guys, yeah, this is Tory Lanez right there. That's him. I like Tory's music. He has some good songs. My favorite Tory Lanez song is Trap House. I first heard the song in Miami. It's a vibe. He also has that song Broke in a Minute. So Tory's a very talented brother from Toronto originally, and then he lived in the States. And you guys may have known he's the guy who bunker busted and shot Megan Thee Stallion. You know, she's like 6'1", he's 5'2". Not that I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, you know, you date a big woman like that, and she's about to kill you. Okay, let me stop. Let me get back. But so here it talks about the Toronto rapper joined forces with upcoming streaming service Immersive Entertainment to exclusively release 1 million copies of his When It's Dark album. The project is a 7-track NFT album that features a 7 art-piece collection streaming exclusively via the eNFT platform and app. The 21-year-old shared the news on Instagram. 1 million copies sold in 57 seconds. I think that NFT, you guys are going to see this a lot. NFT albums are going to be a game changer, right? And what does that do for the artists? That some of you guys may be into music and stuff like that. What it does is it basically allows the artist to cut out the middleman, which is the record industry. So if let's say, granted, he joined forces with Immersive Entertainment, this is a good look for both of them, right? Because Tory Lanez is actually a mainstream artist. Granted, he got dropped from his record label Interscope. But him teaming up with Immersive Entertainment and putting his album as an NFT, that allows Immersive Entertainment to get more exposure. And what that will do in the future is, it'll, you know, are you going to see record labels become NFT record labels? I mean, why would you if you can just put it out yourself, right? And I think that 1 million records in a minute for $1, I mean, you guys can do the math. That's not bad at all. So recognize, guys, that a lot of your celebrities, they're getting into the crypto game. Now, I'm not going to be the guy that says, yeah, because a celebrity does it, you should do it too. No. You see, one thing I like to do is I like to follow the money, because people that are making money are always looking for ways to make more money. And now we're making crypto. So that is amazing. Okay, let's get into some FUD. Let's get into some FUD, because who would I be if I just shared good news? Let's get into some FUD. Man loses over 700,000 in Bitcoin to alleged Bitcoin trading scam, advised on YouTube. I'm going to be talking about scams a lot in the next couple months, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get scammed. There's going to be a lot of people that have no clue what they're doing. They're going to get scammed. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get greedy, that are going to get scammed. So it's very important to really, with crypto, it's very basic to me. If somebody says, hello, brother, please send me 2 Bitcoin and I will send you 5 Bitcoin back, I promise, that is a scam. Ain't no one going to send you 5 Bitcoin when you send them 2. That is a scam. That is a scam. I will never tell you, hey guys, send me 2 Bitcoins, I'll send you 5. No. If I say, hey guys, send me 2 Bitcoin, if you want to donate, I'm keeping it. I'm not going to give you 5 Bitcoin back. That's a donation. But if I were to say, hey guys, send me 2 Bitcoin, all of you right now, I will send you 5 back. That's a scam. That's a scam. And you see that scam a lot in the Telegram groups. You see the scam a lot, even in the YouTube pages now. On my page, you'll have people say, hey, go join this Telegram group and send this amount. Don't do it, guys. It's a scam. Now, if anybody wants to send me 2 Bitcoin so I can keep it, yeah, I'll keep it. Thanks. My address is on the description. Thank you. Six Sound says, which 19 and all the forced lockdowns in the future, schools, businesses, meetings, and concerts will be in the metaverse. Meta Hero will be huge. Okay. Meta Hero, huh? Okay, we'll take a, remind me in a moment. We'll take a look at Meta Hero, but let's take a look at the scam thing first because it's very important. But we'll take a look at Meta Hero here in a moment. A man from Northwest England lost over $700,000 worth of Bitcoin after falling prey to an alleged investment scam advertised on YouTube. 44-year-old Naveed Saghir, who operates his own home cinema business, told the BBC, get it? BBC? Okay, it's British Broadcasting Company. Yeah, right? I mean, come on, guys. Hey, wake up. I told you. It's crypto and chill, right? People are like, there goes Solo again with the corny jokes. See, that's why nobody takes him serious. All right, then we'll just put the pods up real quick. Okay. I was watching videos on YouTube and saw an advert offering the chance to invest in stocks and shares and filled in a form requesting more information. The next day, I got a call from someone who called themselves a customer service agent and paid £250 to start trading. The day after I called, again, this time by someone who described himself as my account manager and given a username and password for an extremely convincing trading website. Saghir made several payments to the con artists starting in May, each time being lured back by promising big returns and eventually assurances of recovering his mounting losses. By the end of August, he had given them the equivalent of $25,000 in cash and 14.25 BTC worth of, oh my God, I can't even get brothers to donate $2 to me. And you talk about this guy got scammed of nearly $1 million? Bruh.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
If somebody, look, this reminds me of a platform back in 2017 called BitConnect, right? A lot of people fell for it. I almost fell for it, but thank God my mentor, Ian Bellina at the time, told me stay away from it. BitConnect was a lending platform that basically promised you a certain amount of return, like a certain percentage. Like, hey, if you put in $10,000, you guaranteed to get 5% back, right? So some people might say, well, so BitConnect was like the first staking platform. No, it was guaranteed. But what they were doing was, this is where the scam is. It was a pyramid scheme. You had to put in your money. Then somebody else had to put in their money. Then somebody else had to put in their money, right? But here's the thing. You can't guarantee an X amount back on Bitcoin. That's the thing. And so a lot of people got wrecked. And last I heard, the BitConnect then just now being sued by the SEC. Has anybody seen Trevon James? Nobody has seen him. Six Sound says, watch the movie Ready Player One. That's the future. Yeah, Six Sounds. I agree with you. I think that the VR, the technology is already sick, right? I think in the next 10, 20 years, VR technology is going to go exponentially higher. And if you start seeing integration more with blockchain technology, which will help with, memory in the game and all of that, I think it's going to be realistic. I think in the future, and maybe in the next 30 years, a lot more people are going to live in the virtual reality than they would live in the real world. And that's kind of scary to me. You're going to have a lot of people, because the internet, think about it, the internet is kind of like that. People go on Instagram and YouTube and they live like in a, on the internet, people are whoever they want to be. You got people who are millionaires on the internet when they're not. You got people who are dating coaches when they're married. I mean, on the internet, anybody can be whoever they want to be. And I think in virtual reality, you're going to see that too. There's going to be a lot of people who would rather live in the virtual world than the real one. It's interesting. According to a recent report from Blockchain Insights from Chain Analysis, Western Europe sends the most amount of crypto to illicit addresses than any region in the world. The report says that the vast majority of the funds being sent are related to scams, while some relate to things like darknet markets of T financing. Can't say that word because, So, guys, here's the thing. Please, guys, even if somebody says, send me crypto and I will send me 2 Bitcoin or send me 2 Ethereum or send me 2 million worth of Shiba Inu and I will send you 10 million SHIBs. It's a scam, guys. Okay? It is a scam. Don't fall for it. And the reason I bring that up is because there's a lot of people that still fall for this. Now, I will say if somebody wants to donate Shiba Inu to me, I'll take it. But I'm not going to guarantee you send me 10 million Shiba Inus and I'm going to send you 100 million back. That's cap. That is cap. So this is something that's very important because what's going to happen, as I said, there's going to be a lot of new people coming into the market. They're going to become greedy. And even a lot of veterans are going to become greedy. Because now in this space, there's so many opportunities now to make more money or make more crypto, NFTs, right? Staking your coins, right? All of that. I'm sorry, guys. I had to hit this water. Whew. Crypto's rapid move into banking elicits alarm in Washington. More FUD. But the banking industry, they're playing catch up. BlockFi, a fast-growing financial startup whose headquarters in Jersey City are across the Hudson River from Wall Street, aspires to be the JP Morgan of Chase of cryptocurrency. It offers credit card loans and interest-generating accounts. But rather than dealing primarily in dollars, BlockFi operates in the rapidly expanding world of digital currencies. One of a new generation of institutions effectively creating an alternative banking systems on the frontiers of technology. We're just at the beginning of this story, said Flory Marquez, 30. Yeah, guys, I know you've heard this metaphor from me before, and you may have heard this metaphor as well from other crypto content creators. This is like the internet boom of the late 90s, early 2001s, right? We're like right now, where do you guys think we're at? I think we're in like 95, 96, about to approach 96. Like, if you're in crypto right now, this is like the internet boom. Okay? But to state and federal regulators and some members of Congress, the entry of crypto into banking is cause for alarm. The technology is disrupting the world of financial services so quickly, guys, let me repeat that, so quickly and unpredictably that regulators are far behind, potentially leaving consumers and financial markets vulnerable. In recent months, top officials from the Federal Reserve and other banking regulators have urgently begun what they're calling a crypto sprint to try to catch up with the rapid change and figure out how to curb the potential dangers from an emerging industry whose short history has been marked as much by high-stakes speculations as by technological advances. Okay? The reality is, a lot of these banks are now getting into the crypto market. They're aware of it. Your politicians, they're aware of it. Some of your politicians are probably taking Bitcoin under the table. Cough, 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 cough. They're definitely aware of it. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. In interviews and public statements, federal officials and state authorities are warning that the crypto financial industry is in some cases vulnerable to hackers and fraud and reliant on risky innovations. Last month, the crypto platform Poly Network briefly lost $600 million of its customers' assets to hackers, much of which was returned only after the site's founders begged the thieves to relent. Now, this is another thing. When you're dealing with exchanges that I want people to understand is get a cold wallet. right? Nano Ledger, Tracer, protect your assets. I'm not a big fan of holding it on the exchanges unless you are like a trader. Then I understand because you need those assets on deck, or you're planning on buying some crypto. But you shouldn't have your money just willy nilly on an exchange. Just like you got 100,000 sitting in your Coinbase for what? Why do you have 100,000 just sitting? Like if you're not trading or buying, why do you have 100,000 just sitting on your Coinbase? Oh, it's safe. Okay, bro. All right, bro. We need we need additional authorities to prevent transactions, products, and platforms from falling between the regulatory cracks. Gary Gensler, the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, wrote in August in a letter. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat of Massachusetts, about the dangers of. Okay, yeah, she likes to do a lot of FUD, and I'm not going to read this whole article. But basically, the banks they're playing catch up because guess what? What's happened is that people have familiarized themselves in this economy now with crypto, and they're really looking into it because a lot of people are finding out that you know what, working for a company like Amazon, and I'm not on anybody that works at Amazon, but working at Amazon, breaking your back for $15 an hour. I know people that work at Amazon. You don't even get a break. You don't even get a break. And Amazon, this is how ruthless Jeff Bezos is. They have a timer, bro, that they time your break exact to the nanosecond. And let's say you're in the bathroom and you squatting it out and you're like 1 minute too over, then somebody comes looking for you. Okay? They micromanage like crazy. And that's why Amazon's turnover rate is so high because people work hard, but they get paid very low. While Jeff Bezos is out there in space flying and saying, haha, thank you to all my employees who paid for the trip. Really? Some of these laws have to change. I know some people are happy about minimum wage going up, but here's the caveat to that. Amazon's been ready for that for years. They have warehouses ready to go that are fully automated. What does that mean? Well, it means that by human being, all you need is a machine and you just need to lube it up and it goes. A machine won't call in sick. A machine doesn't need to go on a break. And unfortunately, automation is closer than a lot of people think. And a lot of people are going to be hurt by that. Now, I think that in this new financial system that we're entering, will there be new opportunities to make money? Of course. I mean, NFTs already shown a very good usage case, right? Utility case, as I would say. But automation, you're going to see that. All they need now is just 1 or 2 people in a warehouse and the machines. And the machines are going to be fully operational, high output. It's sad, man, but it's going to be like, what's that one movie, that dystopian movie where it's just a bunch of like robots? So wait, what was that one coin called, bro? Hold on, let me scroll back up, man. Did you say it was called Metaverse? Is that the name of the coin, bro, or it's not coming up? But anyway. So guys, at the end of the day, really, really, when you look at the market, it's very imperative that you keep up with the news, that you understand what is going on. A lot of people don't understand that this is going to change, not just the financial system, but it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. It's going to change your day-to-day technology. Everything is going to change. Everything's going to change. And here's the thing. It's going to probably happen a lot faster than people think. A lot faster than people think. I just got to be honest. It's going to happen a lot faster than people think. Because let me give you a real life example. A real life example where crypto could have helped out. I'm going to give you guys 2 examples. 2 examples. One happened to me yesterday. What happened yesterday? So yesterday, I was on my way to see my lady friend. and I had to go to the gas station to fill up my car. And I didn't have my crypto card with me. I just had my regular debit card with me. And this is a new debit card that I literally just got 2 days ago. So it's activated, all of that. Well, the bank put a hold on it because they wanted to, because they thought one of the charges when I was at a restaurant was, they wanted to make sure it wasn't a fraudulent charge. So here I am at a gas station for 1 hour, calling the bank, trying to get it resolved. Now, I know you guys are wondering, what does this have to do with crypto? It has everything to do with crypto and why the banks are going to be obsolete. That would have never happened with crypto. That would have never happened. Because guess what? As soon as, boom, I use my form of payment, if let's say I was able to, pay with my Shiba Inu or my ADA at the gas station, the payment would have gone through, no problem. I would have been on my way in the car, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, right? But instead, now I got to wait for a middleman to approve the transaction. And that's an hour of my life I would never get back. Now, what's the other example? I forgot the other example. Oh, okay. Now I remember. I brought it back. The other example. Guys, do you remember the stimulus checks? Remember the first round of stimulus checks? What happened? There are a bunch of people who didn't get their checks on time. Facts. There are a bunch of people who didn't even get their checks. Now imagine if they would have been able to distribute the stimulus checks in the form of cryptocurrencies. Imagine if they would have been able to distribute that in ETH or XRP or hell, even Doge. But instead, they're mailing the checks. Some people didn't get their checks. It took me like 2 months to get mine. I know of a person that maybe got theirs in a week. Then there's some people, they didn't get their stimulus checks for 6 months. And I'm talking about the first round. These are real world situations, guys, that I'm giving you that crypto could solve. Okay? And when we're talking about the financial aspect, that is just the basics. There's going to be technology coming out because of blockchain that we haven't even thought of yet. Now, guys, for fun, I'm going to leave you with a last video. I'm going to leave you with this video here because there's always this one thing, right? There's always this one thing. And this is for my Shiba Inu people. There's always one show that's been around for years. Guys, do you know what show that is? That has been able to predict the future in a weird way? I know a lot of people are like, man, Solo's bugging with this crypto stuff. No. Men lie, women lie. One thing about the elites is they're very, very arrogant. They like to tell you guys what they do when they're about to do it, but you guys just don't pay attention. So without further ado, I'll leave you guys with this.
I will explain cryptocurrency by clicking the link to TV's most beloved scientist, Mr. Jim Parson.
People think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually super cool. That's why I'm here to talk about the really cool subject of distributed consensus-based cryptocurrency. Kachinga. Could a nerd do that? I don't think so. For cryptocurrency to work, we need a record of every transaction that occurs. These are recorded in what's called a distributed ledger.
I'm a consensus of shared and synchronized digital data. Spread.
Interesting. Y'all paying attention? This was aired, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They tell you what they're about to do. And you're just watching TV thinking it's just entertainment. Let's keep going.
Across multiple platforms from Shanghai to Grenada. Each day I'm closer to being cash of the future. Not in your wallet, I'm in your computer. Oh, yeah.
When you use the currency, the transaction is recorded in the ledger.
I can dig it.
And when one ledger book gets filled up,
And remember, the ledger is public. So what does that mean? Well, it means that banks now gonna have to show what they do with your money. Wait. You thought that 10 grand or that $100 you got in your bank account is really there? You think that's really your money, bro? Really? Wait, bro, I would like to sell you some lakefront property in Dubai. And I promise you, it's going to be all the Russian girls, all the Ukrainian girls that you can want. All you got to do is send me 5 Bitcoin for this lakefront property with some pogs. I promise you this, brother. Right.
we add to a chain of previous books. That's the blockchain.
Later, Glitcher.
If you'd like to learn more about how cryptocurrencies work, here's everything else you need to know. And goodbye from me, super cool Jim Parsons. It went in. 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 You saw it. It went in.
All right. With that being said, guys, I have more shows, more presentations to come. This was like a freestyle show. And so stay tuned. More crypto talk, more of that coming. God bless you guys. God bless America. And I'm going to leave you guys with some more. Oh, wait, where is this? I'm going to leave you guys. This is how we're going to do this. Hold on. Where's that screen at? Yeah, here we go. Oh, wait. Also, check out my Patreon, www.patreon.com/solotv84 for exclusive crypto content that I do not post on YouTube. I post exclusive crypto content that I do not post on YouTube. www.patreon.com/solotv84. Thank you.
first nigga with the hatchback. I'm a trendsetter. Pouring